Just a massive disclaimer, guys. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not a financial advice. I am merely sharing my own opinion. What you do with your own money is your own responsibility. Okay? So now that's out of the way, let's get right into it. So if you're new to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, you probably heard of what an initial coin offering is, or an ICO. Basically, an ICO is just a means of a company to attract funds in cryptocurrency publicly. It is often being compared to initial public offering, or IPO, and they are very similar. However, IPOs are regulated while ICOs are not regulated to some countries. For example, if you live in China and in South Korea, chances are you won't be able to take advantage of the ICOs because your country does not allow it. It prohibits all ICOs. China and South Korea, no go for ICOs. If you live in the US, it is allowed, but it is heavily regulated by the SEC. If you live in the UK, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and other countries, it is okay to participate in ICOs. So please double check with your country first before you buy into any ICOs, because you do not want to be in trouble. You might be wondering why China and South Korea does not like ICOs. Well, to some extent, I can understand, because some of these ICOs, in fact, most of these ICOs do not have serious credibility checks, and that, my friend, is the reason why it is extremely risky for new investors. So let's go over to www.coinist.io/ROI, and here you will see that their average ROI of an ICO in their directory is 18,000%. And if we take a look at the average ROI for the top 10 ICOs in Coinist, it is 300,000%, and that is an insane ROI. Okay, now you might ask me, if the ROIs are insanely high, why am I not investing? First of all, I'm completely aware of this, guys, okay? At the moment, I already have several obligations and tangible investments that I need to prioritize. Basically, I need to make sure that I have funds for these investments that I currently have, and at the moment I'm not in the position to have another investment. So the reason why I'm sharing that with you is because I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one in this world who's got very limited funds to invest into any investment for that matter. And maybe, just maybe, you might be feeling this fear of missing out, and that's totally normal for a human being to feel that way. But be very careful with your investments, because there has been a lot of people who lost a lot of money, and we're talking about investments worth millions here, guys. The project listed in my screen are the projects that started doing their ICO until now. So for example, Next, the daily ROI is 783%, IOTA 512%, Neo 428%. You can literally see the ROI. It's insane, isn't it? There's definitely money to be made in ICOs, but you can't just grab an ICO randomly. You can't just do that, because it is most likely that you will get burned, and if you do not know how to assess a project properly, you will be scammed, no doubt. If you didn't know this story before, Confido raised $340,000 US, and after they raised that money, they just vanished just like that. So let's just pause for a second, guys, and talk about the technical aspects in investing into these ICOs, okay? So firstly, you need to understand what you're buying from the company. Are these tokens equivalent to certificates, vouchers, or other documents confirming the ownership rights to a certain company asset? You might ask, what kind of asset do you buy specifically? There is actually no worldwide accepted mechanism of ICO, guys, which means every company may sell anything they want. Just to give you an example, they could sell the right of ownership to a certain part of the company's intellectual property. It could be the right to a percentage of the company's revenue, which is dividends. It could be the right of ownership to an internal resource, which could be virtual values, for example, or something else. It is very important that you know what you're going to get knowing where this token is linked to, the token that you're about to buy. Of course, the total value of tokens is not all guaranteed. You know why? Because the company can always make an additional emission. They can add a token or tokens for that matter, and the value of one token might reduce its value. So it's very important to keep that in mind, okay? Secondly, check the team running the project. Check their professional background, experience in blockchain technology, whether they have worked with big names and corporations in the past. It is very important to know what they've done before. You can pretty much get all these data online these days. You also need to check which electronic platforms or exchanges systems are actually ready to exchange the company tokens for electronic money. Your level of trust should not be limited into one aspect of the company. It has to be the whole project. You want to make sure that you know how to read and understand the company's white paper. If you have that funny feeling about the team behind it, maybe because the information published in their website was very limited, and this should be a warning sign for you. Lastly is an SSL certificate, which is the Secure Socket Layer certificate. This is also called as digital certificates, and it is used to establish an encrypted connection between a user's computer and a server or website. So when opening a company's website in the browser, look for a green padlock icon in the left part of the address bar. If you don't see it, you should be concerned. If you see a red open padlock, leave the page immediately. Don't even put any information in there, because the thing here is your private information, your name, your email, your phone number, anything that you put into that website, anyone can access into that, okay? Even if the lock is green, you want to make sure that the SSL certificate is issued in the name of the company you're planning to purchase the assets from. And this is applicable to any websites that you browse online, guys, okay? Not just in ICOs. It is important to keep in mind that digital currencies or cryptocurrencies might be successful in the future, but that doesn't mean necessarily that they will all go up in a value with a straight line. There will be big falls along the way. For example, earlier this year, we've witnessed the significant drop of Bitcoin's price up to 20% within weeks. For anyone who are looking to invest, you would rather invest in a sensible amount of money where you are prepared to wait for a very long time period if it does fall. Like an amount of money that will not create a huge impact on your family if it does fall. One of the world's most successful investors, Warren Buffett, cautions against investing in businesses you don't understand. So if you don't get it, just don't invest. As simple as that. What about you? Have you invested in any ICOs? Have you had great results, great ROI so far, or did you lose a lot of money? Comment down below and I would love to hear from you, as well as other people who are curious into investing in ICOs. Thank you so very much for watching this video, guys. And if you would like to support this channel, hit the like button if you did learn a lot from this video, and share it among your friends and spread the cryptocurrency awareness. You can also find more information down below in the video description, so feel free to check that out. If you would like to see more videos such as this one, hit the subscribe button and the bell button next to it so you won't miss any videos such as this one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.